Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is an addition to my lectures on molecular diffusion. It would be 18th lecture on this topic, so therefore it is part number 18. And in this, I will be discussing numerical examples, two numerical examples that are based on equimolal counter diffusion of two gases. So it would be numerical example number 12 and numerical example number 13. So let us begin the discussion. So let us first look at numerical number 12. Let us look at the numerical statement. A gas mixture of methane and helium is present in a tube at 101.32 kilopascal and 298 Kelvin. At one point, the partial pressure of methane is 60.79 kilopascal, and at a point 0.02 meter distance away, 20.26 kilopascal. If the total pressure is constant throughout the tube, calculate the flux of methane at steady state for equimolal counter diffusion. The diffusion coefficient of methane in helium at the given conditions is 7.25 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter square per second. So this is a very simple numerical example, a very straightforward. We just have to use the equation that is applicable for equimolal counter diffusion. That's it. So you have a gas mixture, and the mixture is containing methane and helium in it, and it is present in a tube at a total pressure of 101.32 kilopascal and a temperature of 298 Kelvin. So at one point in the tube, the partial pressure of methane is 60.79 kilopascal, whereas at a point which is 0.02 meter away from the first one, the partial pressure is 20.26 kilopascal. If the total pressure is constant throughout the tube, we are supposed to calculate the flux of methane at steady state for equimolal counter diffusion, where both the gases will be diffusing at the same rate but in the opposite direction. The diffusion coefficient of methane in helium at the given conditions, it is given to us. It is 7.25 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter square per second. So this is what is given in the numerical statement. Let us move ahead. Okay, let us first list what is given to us. So you have equimolal counter diffusion in a binary gas mixture of methane. Let us denote it by capital A, and helium, let us denote it by capital B. You have 2 points that are separated by a distance of 0.02 meter. Let this end represent 1, and let this end be represented by 1, and the other end let us represent it by 2. So at end 1, partial pressure of A, that is methane, it is PA1, which is given to us. It is 60.79 kilopascal, and at methane will be diffusing from end 1 to end 2, and at end 2 its partial pressure is PA2, which is also given to us. It is 20.26 kilopascal. Then total pressure it is given to us. It is 101.32 kilopascal. Temperature is given to us, that is T is 298 Kelvin. Diffusion coefficient or diffusivity of methane in helium, it is given to us. We denote that by DAB. It is 7.25 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter square per second. Length of the diffusion path, which is the distance between 2 points, N1 and N2, that is given to us. We denote that by Z. Z is 0.02 meter. Then what are we supposed to find? We have to get steady state flux for diffusion of methane if there is equimolal counter diffusion. So this information is provided to us. Let us move ahead. Okay, now let us solve the numerical. There is no need to understand the approach because the solution is very straightforward. We just have to use one equation. We just have to use the equation that is applicable to equimolal counter diffusion of two gases. So that's why I'm not discussing the approach. I'm directly solving the numerical example. So steady state flux of A, when there is equimolal counter diffusion, the applicable equation is Na is equal to dAB upon RTZ into PA1 minus PA2. All the quantities on the right hand side, they are directly given to us. We just have to use them in the equation and get the value of Na. That's it. So dAB is given to us, it is 7.25 into 10 to the power minus 5 meters square per second. Then R, we will be using the value of R that we will use, it is 8.314. And if you are using 8.314, pressure will be in kilopascal, which is the case in over here. Pressure is given in kilopascal. So kilopascal, volume is in meter cube, amount of substance is in kilomole, and temperature is in Kelvin. So 8.314 is the right value in this case. Then temperature is 298 Kelvin. Z, length of the diffusion path is 0.02 meter. PA1, it is 60.79 kilopascal, it is given to us. PA2 is 20.26 kilopascal, again it is given to us. So we just have to use the given values. So therefore Na will be equal to 7.25 into 10 to the power minus 5 divided by 8.314 into 298 into 0.02 into 60.79 minus 20.26. So therefore Na, this quantity comes out to be 1.46 into 10 to the power minus 6, and this difference is 40.53. So therefore Na comes out to be 5.92 into 10 to the power minus 5 kilomole per meter square per second, and that is what we have to report in this case. So the steady state flux of methane when there is equimolal counter diffusion is Na is equal to 5.92 into 10 to the power minus 5 kilomole per meter square per second. And that ends our discussion for numerical number 12. Now let us solve numerical number 30. Okay, now let us look at the numerical statement for numerical example number 13. CO2, that is carbon dioxide, is diffusing at steady state through a tube 0.2 meter long, having a diameter of 0.01 meter and containing nitrogen at 298 Kelvin. The total pressure is constant at 101.32 kilopascal. The partial pressure of CO2 at one end is 456 millimeter of mercury and 7.76 mm of mercury at the other end. The diffusion coefficient of CO2 in N2 is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter square per second at 298 Kelvin. Calculate the rate of diffusion of CO2 in kg per second for equimolal counter diffusion. So in this case, we have two gases. One is carbon dioxide and the other one is nitrogen. So carbon dioxide, it is diffusing at a steady state through a tube whose length is given to us. Length of the tube is 0.2 meter and the diameter of the tube is 0.01 meter, that is also given to us, and the tube is containing the other gas, which is nitrogen. Temperature is 298 Kelvin. The total pressure is constant and it is constant at 101.32 kilopascal. The partial pressure of CO2 at one end, it is given to us, it is 456 mm of Hg, and at the other end it is 76 mm of Hg. The diffusion coefficient of CO2 in N2, it is given to us, it is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter square per second at 298 Kelvin. And with this information, we are supposed to calculate the rate of diffusion of CO2, but we have to get it in kg per second for equimolal counter diffusion. So this is the numerical statement. Now let us first list what is given to us, and then we will solve the numerical example. Let us move ahead. So let us first list what is given to us. So you have equimolal counter diffusion in a binary gas mixture of CO2. Let us denote CO2 by capital A and N2 by capital B. So you have a tube whose length is 0.2 meter and diameter is 0.01 meter. And then carbon dioxide is diffusing in one direction, whereas nitrogen, it is diffusing in the other direction, in the counter current direction. At one end of the tube, let us denote that end by 1, and the other end let us denote it by 2. At one end, one partial pressure of A, that is CO2 PPA1, at AN2, let the partial pressure of A be P8. Pressure is given to us, it is 101.32 kilopascal. Temperature is given to us, it is 298 Kelvin. Diffusivity of CO2 in nitrogen or diffusion coefficient of CO2 in nitrogen, it is given to us. We denote that by DAB. DAB is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 5 meters square per second. Then partial pressures of N2 at the two ends, they are given to us. So PA1 is 456 mm of Hg and PA2 is 76 mm of Hg. And the task involved in this case is we have to convert this to kilopascal. Then the length of the diffusion path is given to us. We denote that by Z, and it is nothing but the length of the tube, and that is 0.2 meter. Then diameter of the tube is given to us. Let us denote it by small d. It is 0.01 meter. And what are we supposed to find? We have to get steady state flux for diffusion of CO2. So we have to report this value, and this value has to be reported in kg per second. Let us move on it. Now we will we need to understand the approach, because ultimately we have to report the rate in kg per second. Then pressure, partial pressures we need to convert to kilopascal. So that's why let us first understand the approach. First, we will convert partial pressures to kilopascal. So PA1 and PA2, they are given in mm of Hg, and we will be converting them to kilopascal. So they have to be converted to kilopascal. Then after that, we will find flux, which is in kilomole per meter square per second. And for that, we can use this equation, or we will use this equation. Na is equal to dAp upon RTZ into PA1 minus PA2. Then after that, we will find flux in kg per meter square per second. And if it is denoted, well, let us denote it as Na dash. Na dash will be equal to the flux in kilomole per meter square per second into molecular weight of E. Then we will find the area through which diffusion occurs. And for that, diameter of the tube is given to us. So A will be equal to pi by 4 into d square. And finally, we will find the rate in kg per second. So that will be obtained by multiplying rate in kg per meter square per second with area. And ultimately, we will be reporting Ra. So that will be the end of the solution for this numerical example. Let us solve it. Okay, now let us solve it. First, we will convert partial pressures to kilopascal. So PA1 is 456 mm of Hg, and what we will do, first we will convert this to atmospheres, and then after that we will convert it to kilopascal. And for that, we know 1 atmosphere pressure is equal to 760 mm of Hg. So we are going to use this information, and 1 atmosphere is equal to 101.32 kilopascal. So we will use these conversions for converting PA1 and PA2 to kilopascal. So let us do that. So let me first erase it. I hope you have understood. 1 atmosphere is nothing but 760 mm of Hg. So if I divide 456 with 760, mm of Hg will be converted to atmosphere. And when I multiply that with 101.32 kilopascal, atmosphere will be converted to kilopascal. So that is how I will be converting partial pressures to kilopascal. So let us do that. First, let me erase it. Okay. So therefore, PA1 is 456 by 760 atmosphere. That is, PA1 is 456 by 760 into 101.32 kilopascal. So that is, PA1 comes out to be 60.79 kilopascal. So in the same way, PA2 will be converted to kilopascal. So PA2 is 76 mm of Hg. That is, PA2 is 76 divided by 760 atmosphere. That is, PA2 is 76 divided by 760 into 101.32 kilopascal. That gives us PA2 as 10.132 kilopascal. So in this way, PA1 is converted to kilopascal and PA2 is also converted to kilopascal. Next, let us find flux in kilomole per meter square per second. So for that, we know the applicable equation for equimolal counter diffusion is Na is equal to DAB upon RTZ into PA1 minus PA2. DAB is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter square per second. It is given to us. R, we will use the value of R is 8.314 because pressure is in kilopascal, volume is in meter cube, amount of substance is in kilomole and temperature is in Kelvin. Temperature is 298 Kelvin. Z is 0.2 meter, that is given to us. PA1 is 60.79 kilopascal and PA2 is 10.132 kilopascal. So therefore, Na will be equal to 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 5 divided by 8.314 into 298 into 0.2. So I am using these values into 60.79 minus 10.132. And if you solve it, you are going to get Na as 1.71 into 10 to the power minus 6 kilomole per meter square per second. So in this way, we get flux of CO2 in kilomole per meter square per second. Now let us convert it to kg per meter square per second and then kg per second. Let us move ahead. Okay, now let us get flux in kg per meter square per second. So we will denote that by Na dash. So Na dash will be Na into Ma. Ma is molecular weight. Na we just got, it is 1.71 into 10 to the power minus 6 kilomole per meter square per second. Ma, molecular weight of carbon dioxide is 44. So Na dash will be equal to 1.71 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 44. That gives us Na dash as 7.52 into 10 to the power minus 5 kg per meter square per second. So we have got flux in kg per meter square per second. Next, let us find out the area through which diffusion occurs. So it is cross-sectional area of the tube. So therefore, A is pi by 4 into d square. D is given to us. D is 0.01 meter. So therefore, A will be equal to pi by 4 into 0.01 square. So that gives us A as 7.85 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter square. So in this way, we get the area. After that, let us get the rate. Finally, let us get the rate in kg per second. So we will denote it as Ra. So Ra is Na dash into A. Na dash, we just got it. It is 7.52 into 10 to the power minus 5 kg per meter square per second. A is, we just got it. It is 7.85 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter square. So therefore, Ra will be equal to 7.52 into 10 to the power minus 5 into 7.85 into 10 to the power minus 5. That gives us Ra as 5.91 into 10 to the power minus 9 kg per second. So this is the rate of diffusion of carbon dioxide through nitrogen when there is equimolal counter diffusion. And now we have reported the rate in kg per second. And that is what we have to do in the case of numerical example number 13. So with this, we end our calculations for numerical number 13. And with this, I will end my discussion for this video lecture. In this video lecture, I have discussed two numerical examples. Those were numerical example number 12 and numerical example number 13. Both were based on equimolal counter diffusion. I hope you have followed the steps that I have used. If you have any doubt, you can mention them in the comment section. So for this video lecture, let us stop. Thanks for watching this video lecture. Do subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends to subscribe to it. Hit the bell icon so that you will be notified as soon as I upload any new video on my YouTube channel. Hope to see you soon in my next video lecture. Till then, have a nice day. Bye bye.